Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Tank be Choppin, and we back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, what we're doing on this cut is we're gonna be trimming the top. We are doing a slick back haircut, mid drop fade. We're gonna be lining up the vertical bars, and that's basically it, man. So as y'all can see, I'm starting off by saturating the top of my client's hair, and as y'all can see, he's got some thick hair, so we got to make sure we get that all saturated. That way we can see actually the way the hair is gonna look once I start to comb it back. So as y'all can see there, I combed it back, and now I'm gonna go ahead and set in a mohawk guideline. And the reason for my mohawk guideline is it helps me make sure that all of the top is even. So as y'all can see, I'm starting off in the front of my client's head with that mohawk guideline traveling back. And the reason why I do the mohawk guidelines is it helps me keep the top nice and even, you know what I'm saying? So I use this guideline, it's gonna be like a traveling guideline for me. So now that I'm coming in setting my sections the opposite way, I can still see some of that guideline in the middle of his head, and that helps me make the top of his hair nice and even. And we're just gonna follow this guideline all the way back and over. And then once we're done with cutting this side of the head, we're gonna move on to the opposite side of the head. And then as y'all can see here, once I get to the parietal ridge area, I'm curving my fingers a little bit, just helping me debulk and blend. It's gonna make it easier for me to blend when I actually do start blending. So that's why I like to curve my fingers, you know, a little downward and start to trim that down. But as y'all can see here, now we're doing the same things to the opposite side, making sure we're using that same guideline. That way we make sure everything's nice and even on top. And then now I'm just trimming down the parietal ridge area. That way it makes it easier for me to blend. All right, now that we got all that trimmed down, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of shear overcomb. And the reason why I'm doing this is it's basically helping me debulk a little bit. It's taking some of this hair down. And it was kind of bulky, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of sticking out. So I wanted to debulk that before I actually went in and started blending. So that's basically what I'm doing here. And we are doing a drop fade, so I'm making sure that we keep a lot of this crown area nice and full, nice and dark, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure that I drop it down the back when I do debulk that. And now that that is done, I'm going in with my number 4 guard. As y'all can see, I am taking my gold FX1s from Babyliss. And once again, guys, number 4 guard, and we're debulking the sides, basically blending into that shear work that we just did. And we're gonna do this all the way around the head, making sure that we're dropping it down in the back. And like I said, we wanna make sure that we drop it down. Even like right behind the ear, that's where we're gonna start to drop it, and that's just because it's gonna help the blend flow all together. So once again, number 4 guard on the sides, taking it all down, debulking, and then as y'all can see, once I get to more of that bulk, I start to float my clipper. And the reason why I'm using my comb to hold down some of that hair is, as y'all can see, it wants to push the hair up. So when you put that comb there, it helps feed the hair into the clipper a little easier and really makes it easier to blend. And now I'm coming right below that with my number 3 guard. And as y'all saw me do right there, I did just check, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I forget what guard I'm using. I had to make sure I was using the right guard. But number 3 guard, following up what I just previously did with my shear overcomb and my number 4 guard. And once again, guys, as y'all can see, I am following that same shape. And the reason for that is, like I said, we are doing a mid drop fade, and we want to make sure that it has that nice drop to it. So we have to make sure we follow this shape throughout the whole haircut. Alright, so now that that is done, I am taking my trimmers. These are my black FX1s, and all we're doing is setting in a bald guideline all the way around the head. So as you can see, I'm punching in my guideline, and then I'm taking off all that excess hair at the bottom, making sure we're dropping it behind the ear, dropping it below the occipital bone. That way, like I said, we have enough room and we have that nice drop shape that we're looking for. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side and make sure both sides are pretty lined up pretty good. Now we're gonna follow that up with the shaver. This is the gold FX1 shaver. I haven't got my hands on the black one yet. Obviously, it's basically gonna be the same thing, but I think I might have to give me the black one just because, you know, your boy likes rocking with black tools, so I may have to splurge and get the black one. But the golden ones work perfect. This is actually my favorite shaver right now. But now that is done, we're gonna go ahead and start some blending. So I'm taking my clipper with the lever all the way open, and we're gonna set in a section. As y'all can see here, we're coming up about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch or so, and I am following that same shape that I've been following the whole time I've been doing this haircut. Once again, we're starting off higher towards the front of the hair, and then once we start getting to the back, we're gonna drop it down in the back, and then this is my number 1 guard lever open, and I'm following the same shape once again, coming up about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch or so, following that same shape, because once again, guys, that is what's gonna make this, give this drop fade what, you know, like the look we're looking for, right? And now that is done, here is my 2 guard lever open. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm setting in all my guidelines. I'm basically setting in a lot of sections, and I like to set in my guidelines because it helps me see where the blend is at. You know, if I start to take out all of these guidelines right after I put them in, for me, I don't want to say it makes it harder, but I kind of lose myself in the blend sometimes. So when I set in my sections first, it really helps me see where everything is at. So now that I finished that with my 2 guard, this is my 3 guard. Just basically blending into some of that work that I did earlier. Just blending into my all the debulking work that I did, just so we can make sure that the top of the blend looks nice and blended. All right, so now that is done, I am taking my this is my 2 guard, or I'm sorry, my 1.5 guard lever closed, and we're attacking one of these sections, as y'all can see here. And I'm not saying that the blend looks blended, but y'all can see basically how my blend is kind of gonna look once I'm done with it. If I follow my system and my steps, y'all can kind of see how the blend is gonna play out, right? So after we went in with my 1.5 guard, here is my 1/2 guard lever all the way open. And now we're just hitting up this line right here, barely attacking this line, and I'm gonna adjust my lever closed little by little until this line becomes erased. Now you will see me open and close my lever, basically doing some lever play because we're trying to polish this blend as we're working. That way we don't have a lot of detail work to do later on in the haircut. But lever is halfway closed right now, and as y'all saw me do there, I did open it. Once again, I did say I was gonna do a little bit of lever play while I was cutting, just to make the blend look right. And now we're going in with the lever all the way closed, and this should basically get that line in this section to become erased. Now I am going in with my clipper halfway open, and we're gonna start attacking this bottom line. So I'm coming up halfway into that first section that I initially created, following the same shape, and then we're gonna just close our lever little by little until this bottom line becomes erased. Now this bottom line won't come erased when I close my lever all the way. I'm gonna have to go in with my trimmer, and then I'm actually gonna have to go in with my shaver also, because that bottom line it's gonna still be there. So we want to make sure that we take all the steps necessary to get that part of the blend to look right. But as y'all can see, I blended this side of the haircut pretty quickly, and that's why I like to put in my sections, put in my guidelines first. Helps me see where the blend is gonna lay, helps me see how it's gonna look before I actually finish blending it. And I know that may go over some of y'all's heads. Y'all might be like, bro, how you gonna see the blend before? But I think that's the thing about barbering. You kind of have to see the haircut before it's done and know how it's gonna look. That way you know you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, going in with my trimmer now, trying to take out that bottom guideline, and then I'm gonna go in with my shaver at the very end, just to make sure all that is down to that length, make sure that that blend is looking a little blurrier, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing here. And then we're gonna go ahead and line up his vertical bar and his C-cup. We're not lining up the front. He does not like the front lined up, so we're just doing that vertical bar, that C-cup. And then if we need to, we'll go back in detail. But as y'all can see, that blend's looking pretty blurry, man. Like, let me know what y'all think in the comments as of right now, like how y'all think this fade's gonna come out. I ain't gonna lie, I think I did a good job, but y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think of it, and let me know how y'all would have attacked this haircut. Would y'all have done the same thing? Would y'all have set in y'all guidelines? Would y'all have down faded? How would y'all have done it? But now that we finished that lineup, you can kind of see the blend a little more. So I'm just going in and detailing. And when it comes to detailing, I say this in all my videos, just use whatever guards you feel is necessary for that blend to come together. So I went in with my no guard, adjusting my lever as needed, half guard. Here's my 1 guard. And you just gotta use different guards, man. Like, it's really hard to say what guards are needed when you're detailing. That's just something that happens that you learn the more you cut hair. You know, the more you start barbering, the more you start to develop that barber's eye. You kind of know what guards are needed to detail what part of the blend. But moving on to the other side, guys, we're gonna be doing the same exact steps. I went in with my clipper all the way open, setting the guideline. Here is my number 1 guard lever open, setting another guideline. 2 guard lever open, another guideline. And then we're gonna go in with our 3 guard lever closed, basically to blend that into the top. And then we're gonna come in with our 2 guard closed, and then our half guard after that. Our 1.5 guard. I don't know why I said half guard. 1.5 guard after that. And then we're going in with our half guard now, lever all the way open, adjusting our lever closed little by little until that part of the blend comes together. Now I'm going in with my clipper halfway open, and we're gonna adjust our lever closed until this bottom line becomes erased. Once again, this line may not become completely erased, so we may have to go in with the trimmer or the shaver to basically get it to look the way we want it to look. But I do want to say I greatly appreciate y'all for watching this video, guys. If y'all watching this video, y'all made it to this point, I'm sure that y'all know that your boy's been doing 30 for 30. We going strong, man. I believe this is video number 6. I gotta go back and count, but I think this is video number 6. We gonna go strong, man. You know, I did purchase me a new camera. This footage was actually shot on my old camera, but I did purchase me a new camera just to give y'all you know, some better quality. We moved the office upstairs around. I need to get some stuff for my background because my background looks pretty plain right now. It's just the wall. So we're gonna try to put some artwork, put some lights, put some shit. I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what we can do for the background. That way my videos can, you know, we have a little different feel for the videos. But yeah, man, I greatly appreciate y'all for rocking with me. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna reach 30, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's see, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man. Putting out a video every day is difficult, but it's a grind, and as a barber, you gotta grind, so it is what it is, man. But as y'all can see here, guys, we're working on the back of that blend, following the same steps, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I did was follow the same steps that I did on the left side, follow the same steps I did on the right side, we're doing on the back, and we're just trying to bring this blend all the way together, all the way around. That way it looks nice and consistent all the way around my client's head. Here is my trimmer taking out that bottom line. Now I'm going in with my blending shears or thinning shears, whatever you want to call them, and we're just attacking some of this bulk, just to basically make this blend look a little better. You know, this is the crown area. Like I said earlier, we want to keep a lot of that, so we're just trying to blend it without taking off too much bulk. Now I'm resaturating the top of my client's hair, and we are going to add some hair product. This is the hair gel from Statement Grooming. I do want to give a shout out to Sophie Stay Gold. She sent this to your boy a while back, and I ain't gonna lie, your boy's been rocking with it. But we put that gel on my client's hair, we're combing his hair back, seeing how it looks, and then we're gonna add a little bit of enhancements on that vertical bar and very minimal enhancements on that C-cup. You know, he's not big on this, I just want to do it for the video. But now we're going in with the razor, making sure that we get these lines nice and sharp. Then we're gonna do the same thing to the opposite side. All right, man, so check it out. This is how my boy came into the shop looking. This is the before look. The boy had a mop on his head. Hey, and this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbchoppin.com. You can book there. If you want me to record it for YouTube, make sure to put that in the comment section, and we're going to try to get it recorded for YouTube. Also, if you want to purchase any of these tools, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. Use my discount code TANK10. Save yourself some money on their website. They have every brand of tools, different types of hair products, anything barber related, fwbarbersupply.com. Make sure y'all check them out and use my discount code TANK10. But once again, guys, let me know what you think about this haircut down in the comments. Let me know if y'all like it, and if y'all don't, let me know. But with that being said, man, I'm out of here. Let's go.